Hi, I made it. Oh my gosh, I'm alive. I'm definitely not late by like, whoa, what was that? Like 2 entire minutes? Pretty bad. Kinda probably illegal in a couple of states as well, actually. To be totally honest with you. Hi, how are you doing? I'm definitely not still setting up my stream. Don't worry about it. Do not worry. Everything is fine. Hey, Codebreak, how's it going, dude? Welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. And hello everybody else, of course. Get greeted. Where's my chat? Here's chat. What's good? Dude, why is everybody calling me stinky nowadays? Even my partner calls me stinky all the time. Like, I don't know, I take pretty good care of my personal hygiene, I'll have you know. For punishment you get poked, I'll take it. I deserve it. I got a cough. Luckily, I set up a mute button. Otherwise, that would be... Okay, like, I was gonna say that would be very painful in your ears, but I set up my mic settings pretty well, so hopefully nothing will burst your eardrums. Stretch, okay. You're a skunk? I know, but like... Listen. I don't know how many times... Wait, I gotta do the VTuber thing, give me a sec. I don't know how many times I need to explain this. But I'm half cat, okay? And so that, like, it cancels itself out. You know, cats are very hygienic. And clean. Therefore me not stinky, okay? Okay. I will not stand for this slander, to be honest. Domesticated skunks don't do the stink thing. Exactly. Finally somebody gets it. Yeah, it is pretty discriminatory. That is a stereotype. You are stereotyping me for being a skunk. Can't believe it. Ever tried playing Earthbound or any of the Mother games? I've never tried playing them myself, but they definitely appeal to me. I do really like turn-based RPGs, so I feel like I would get super into Earthbound, to be honest. Definitely on my radar, my very long list of games I need to play. Welcome back, thank you very much. Welcome back to you too. Did I stretch? I'm just gonna stretch anyway. I don't think I stretched. Oh. Why did you go from a cat to a skunk? Short answer is, Chip was never a true representation of myself. He was always designed from the beginning on to be cool character for the audience and not for me. And eventually I didn't enjoy using him as a representation of myself because of that. So I became an infinitely better animal. That's subjective, but yeah. Have you played the new FNAF game yet? I haven't played any FNAF game ever. Ever in my life. Hopefully you have a list of games you need to continue playing too. Are you implying something? Why and how does a skunk represent you? That's the thing. I literally just like the animal. I think they're very cute and cool and fluffy. That's literally the only reason. And that's literally why I can relate to this character a lot more, because he's made like literally just made for me to have fun with. That's all. I actually never planned on using this character for like YouTube and stuff. It just kind of happened, I don't know. And that's why I enjoy it. Yippee! Yo, did we summon convexity music with this banger, this Dawn Cat banger? Let's go. Thank you for the bits, welcome in. Hope everyone's well hydrated. I just took a sip of some delectable ice-cold bebis. I've been calling it Peepo lately, I don't know why. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna like continue working on my commissions today. I don't usually do that on Mondays, but I have a lot that I need to get done by June 30th, which is in a week to be fair. So I would probably have enough time if I would work on them on Friday. I just have an anxiety disorder, so I'm like, I'd rather just get them completed a little bit earlier, just in case, you know. Although I do really want to work on my next chipflake video. The patrons have decided that we're gonna be doing the... I don't know, should I spoil it? Random question, have you visited Berlin in the past maybe 4 years? I have never visited Berlin. Never ever. Not that I don't want to, it's just really far away from me, to be honest. Yeah, okay. I mean, I think I've finished with the colors on this one, actually. Wait, cough incoming, ah! Oh, so glad for this mute button. I sure hope it's working properly. Yo, thank you for the resub, Lunarian. Welcome in. 5 months, let's go. Ah, good evening or something. I don't know. The windows stopped working. I hate it when my windows stop working. Like right now, the sun is threatening to burn out my eyeballs. It's wonderful. Thank you for the unshrimp reminder, by the way. Oh, stretchy back. Let's go. Oh yeah, I also noticed just before streaming that, Supreme Ralsei dropped the Prime sub just before, actually, like 20 hours ago. Kind of random, but I appreciate it. If you're someone who watches the VODs, thank you very much. Okay, let me just like get my bearings. I need my ref sheet, yes. Yeah, I mean this character's has a pretty simple design, so I think the colors are actually done. I did take a tiny bit of artistic liberty on the colors, which I hope is not too bad. It's just like on the ref, this hoodie is very saturated, which is cool and all, but I did feel like it was a little distracting from the subject of the piece. Whoa, artistry? Yeah. Imagine being an artist. Just rewatched your loneliness vid and I was like, whoa, that's so relatable. Thank you, I'm glad it's relatable. I would, if I made such a vulnerable personal video and then everyone's just like, bro, skill issue, I think I would cry probably. Client be like, no, it's supposed to be hash F7, 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 not F6, F6, F6. Yeah, thankfully, I don't think I've ever had a client be that picky with the colors. I have had it once. Yeah, the closest I've had to that is that I chose colors and then I sent it to them. And they were like, yo, it's really cool, but can you like make the colors a bit more accurate to the ref sheet? And the ref sheet was like really saturated colors. I mean, I did it anyway, of course, because I don't know, I think that's fine. Like, I personally think the original version that I made looks better, but if the client is happier with more accurate colors, I'm fine with that. You know, something like colors, it's not the way I set up my documents makes it not too difficult to change them after the fact, so it's not really an issue for me. Even though I was kind of dying a little bit on side from an artist's perspective. It's like adding in like stupidly saturated colors. And then the person who commissioned me is like, yeah, oh my god, I love it. Ah. Mo. But yeah, how was your week? Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. I don't know if you can hear that. I just coughed again. I'm still sick. Because of course I am. I mean, okay, like, I feel healthy, I feel good, everything's fine and dandy, but I still have this freaking cough. It's been 2 weeks. I don't know. I'm starting to think like maybe I have like long COVID or something, because last time I got sick I also had a cough for a ridiculously long time. It's just kind of become a standard now, and I don't think that's normal. But you know me, I'd rather suffer with a cough for 3 weeks than go to a doctor about it. Cough and congestion does tend to linger long after you feel better. Yeah, I just feel like in the past it didn't last this long, you know. Maybe like a week at most. 2 weeks, even, I think last time I got sick I literally had remnants of a cough for like 3 weeks after the fact. At what point does something become normal? That is a very philosophical question right there. And you know me, I hate philosophy. I hate thinking about hypothetical things because it makes me uncomfortable. Meow. AC broke in the middle of a heat wave, bro. I don't even, not to like make this about me or anything, but I don't even have an AC. So I just die every summer, it's pretty cool. Ah. Thank you. Thank you for the, wait, let me cough first. There we go, that's better. I just noticed there's a leaf on my windowsill. Why is there a leaf on my window? Ooh, do you think it's crunchy? Do you think we can get some epic leaf ASMR? Give me a sec. It feels mildly crunchy. I don't think you can hear this, but... Leaf ASMR. Now there's like pieces of leaf all over me, but it was so worth it. It was so worth it for the little crunch that probably didn't even get picked up on the mic. Can hear leaf? Hell yes, it was all worth it. And I need to cough again. Oh, this is really annoying. It sounded nice, crunch was epic, let's go. Heck yeah. Yeah, trying to stream while having a cough is pretty cringe, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I don't want to not stream. I really missed streaming. I couldn't stream for 2 weeks, and it was the worst 2 weeks of my life. I've said this before several times, but when I don't stream, it's like streaming for me is like therapeutic, because I can just like yap. And when I don't stream for a long amount of time, it feels like all of my thoughts like stack up and my brain gets like too full. Like for the unshrimp reminder, by the way. I wouldn't say I was shrimping, but I was slouching. I'll give you that. Good thing you didn't leave us hanging. I coughed and I forgot to unmute. Oh yeah, what I wanted to say earlier, thank you for the compliment saying that I'm underrated. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm not gonna lie though, I don't know if I agree about Jaden Animations being overrated. I don't know. I think I'm a little like biased towards animators in general, but I don't even watch animations, but I don't know if I would say they are overrated either. I feel like any animation channel is not overrated. I don't know, I just really love the genre, the medium, and I always admire the amount of work that goes into it, and I think every animator I think every animator deserves 500 million subscribers. People compare me to Jaden Animations because of my name. Who do you get compared to more, Jaden Animations or Jaden Smith? What drawing tablet do you use? The one I'm using right now is a Wacom Cintiq. I always forget how big it is. It's a chunky boy though. I think it's like the biggest possible one you can get. It is not the one with touch though. I was like, I mean, don't get me wrong, this one was very expensive, but the touch one was like even crazier. And I don't know, I didn't feel at the time that touch was necessary. Now that I have an iPad that I use occasionally, I think touch would be kind of cool. But I don't know, I still don't think it's like super necessary. I don't think it's that necessary. Animations. Also, I don't really know what Jaden Smith does. Oh, okay. I mean, me neither. He's just kind of a celebrity, I suppose. I think he's an actor. I'm very uninvolved in celebrity culture, so yeah. I don't really draw, but I have a Wacom CTH. I don't think I've heard of that. 670 from like 2012. Nice. Mostly use it for playing games like OS and such. Yeah, OS is really fun to play with a tablet, but I was always scared of like breaking my tablet. Because if you don't know OS, it's that game with the circles and you gotta tap the circles in rhythm to the beat of the music. It's pretty fun, but sometimes it can get intense. And I was always scared of like tapping too hard and breaking my tablet. When my partner was like, "Yo, can I install OS on the iPad and try it out?" I was like, "No, I don't want you to break my screen." I'm so bad at that game. I was never good at it. I think I got to a point where I was pretty decent at hard levels, the hard difficulty. But I stopped playing after that. You know what I did get pretty good at? Frickin' Beat Saber. I got surprisingly good at Beat Saber before I stopped playing. I have a theory that Beat Saber gave me my wrist problems. Because, you know, there's a lot of wrist movement in that game, and that's not very good for your wrists. Because the thing is, I have wrist pain. I have occasional wrist pain, but it's in both of my wrists, and I'm right-handed. I don't draw with my left hand at all. I mean, I barely use my left hand. I don't even need it. Which is what makes me think that Beat Saber is the cause of my wrist problems. Because why would I have it in both hands if the because you would think, you know, you draw all day, you probably have wrist pain from drawing. But if that was the case, I would only have it in my right wrist. It makes sense. Really good at Beat Saber though for some reason, yo. We're on the same wavelength, bro. Yeah, Beat Saber is so fun though. I'm just really scared of playing it again and giving myself wrist pain again. Speaking of wrist pain, it's gotten a lot. I cannot talk. It has gotten a lot better in recent years. I have no idea why. Maybe... I don't know. I feel like lately I'm paying a bit more attention to drawing with my whole arm rather than just my wrist, which is how you're supposed to do it, by the way. So maybe that's why. Because I feel like I've always focused on drawing with my whole arm and not my wrist, but I don't know, maybe now I'm doing it a little, maybe I'm doing it a little differently now. I don't know. It's fine. All that matters is it's not such a big issue anymore, so I don't have to go to the doctor anymore. God, like, bro, I don't want to like make other people anxious about going to a doctor, but like, all that time I spent going to doctors about my wrist pain was so pointless. Like, I went there and I got stabbed with needles. They stabbed me with needles lots of times. They did x-rays, they did what's the other one? CTR scans? They gave me creams, they gave me a wrist brace, and literally none of that did anything. And then the last time I was there, the doctor was incredibly snarky to me, like bro was literally treating me like a child. And then I never went back. No, I went for my second CTR scan of my other wrist. And the doctor who was there was like, yeah bro, I don't know. Can't do anything about it. You've got like fluids trapped in your joints and it's not possible to get rid of that. And I was like, oh, okay. Then I went back to the orthopedic, I think it's called. And they were like, oh no, yeah, we can fix it, don't worry about it. And I was like, okay, I don't know, who do I believe? I'm just gonna stop going to the doctor because I can't be bothered anymore. And now it's like 3 years later and the problems basically got away. So yeah, what have we learned? Just ignore your problems and eventually they'll go away. Just to be clear, that was all a joke. Please please visit doctors if you have health issues. Just like I'm going to therapy again soon, specifically to help with anxiety related issues, so I can go to doctors for those kinds of issues without worrying. Yippee. You'll ever get so into a musician or band that you only listen to their music for like a few weeks? Oh, for me, that period of time where I only listen to one band or one song or whatever, it lasts for like 1 day. I'm really annoying when it comes to music. I can't listen to the same song too often or I get tired of it. And I think a lot of people have that. But for me, that phase happens so quickly. It's really annoying. Because my partner is a little bit different. My partner is able to listen to the same albums over and over and over again. And they will do that when we drive in the car and we go on long trips and stuff. And all this to say, I'm getting a little bit tired of Ghost. Yeah. Hi, it's been a while. Hello, welcome back. It has been a while. I was struggling not being able to have my what is it called when something happens 3 times a week? Tri-weekly? My tri-weekly yap sessions. My tri-weekly sit in front of a big rectangle and draw and talk to the funny people in the other colourful rectangle. I need this in my life. So what was the cause of your wrist pain? I don't know, like, I guess it was some kind of tendinitis. Because like, it's really hard to find that point where it started getting better. I can say that I recently learned, and I gotta get out the diagrams for this. I recently learned that with a big tablet like this, I think it's like 32 inches in total, I learned that you're not actually supposed to draw on it at like a 45-degree angle like this. It's supposed to actually be like as upright as you can get it. Like that. And I feel like since then the wrist pain has gotten a little bit better, I think. Because it's probably bad to be like constantly putting pressure on your wrist like this. And it's also a lot easier to use your entire arm to draw when it's upright like this. You know, you got like all this space for your arm. I don't know. It's really frustrating because I remember when I first got this tablet, I was like, okay, I have no idea like what angle this is supposed to be propped up at. I tried to look into it, but I literally couldn't find any information. And the only like footage I ever saw of anybody drawing on a big tablet like this, it was all at like a 45-degree angle. I was like, okay, I guess I'm gonna put my tablet at a 45-degree angle. And now I have really bad posture. And I got wrist pain, so I don't know. It was only okay, that I don't think that can actually be the reason why I don't really have wrist pain anymore, because I only discovered like a month ago that you're supposed to put your tablet upright like that. What's the highest amount of commissions you've had at one time? Probably right now, actually. Because I usually only take 5 commissions at a time, like specifically because that's a really easy number for me to keep track of. But I accidentally had a different type of commission slot still open on my Ko-fi, however you pronounce it. And somebody yoinked it. Which is fine. Like, I can probably still complete it. So I guess the amount of time, the highest amount of commissions I've had to do at one time was 7, I think. Ah. It's the highest number of cookies you can fit in your mouth. I've never tried more than 1, so I'll have to report back on that one. High demand. It's weird because I get like these moments where I do have a lot of commission requests, and then I have like these droughts. Oh, that's the wrong color. What the flip? I have like these droughts where my... Oh, I'm set to background, that's why. Where all of my slots are open for like 2 months. And then I'm like, oh, I'll just open a couple slots, and then they're like gone in an instant. It's wild. But yeah, I appreciate it, it's cool. Doing commissions, it's really fun for me. I really like making artwork for other people. And it helps me afford things and pay my bills and stuff, so it's really cool. And yeah, I really appreciate you guys, that's all I'm saying. Thank you very much for the freaking resub, by the way. Nebula, how's it going, dude? How is it going? OMG, hi gamer. I'm not a gamer. I would never play a video game. That is cringe. Speaking of which, who's excited for more one-shot on Wednesday? Doing well, 10/23 yesterday. Oh yeah, you did. Oh my god. I wanted to say happy birthday, but I totally forgot. I am so sorry. I hope you had a great birthday though. Imagine being in your 20s. Cringe. Could not be me. Do you do emote commissions? If not, do you know anybody who does? I've been very much considering doing emote commissions. But someone I can what was I gonna say? I was about to invent a new word. I can recommend an artist called Saku Kitty. They made my current socks emotes and I love them and they're really cool. They do have a bit of a longer turnaround time. I think I got mine after 4 months. But their prices are freaking like crazy worth it. And they have such a cute freaking art style. It's beautiful. And they're also a streamer, so you know, they got experience. They know what makes a good emote. Ah. Do you remember the person who had a white canvas that you signed? I was like, I want to say thank you again, it was super cool to meet you and the canvas turned out great. And your papier tutor helped to carry your stuff. Oh hell yeah. Thank you so much, what the flip? Yeah, I appreciate you stopping by and I'm glad I was able to contribute to your signature collection. Yippee. Papier tutor is a funny word. The word tutor is like so freaking adorable. Like people say German is an aggressive language and then they just have words like tutor, which means it's like a bag, but it's like specifically like a shopping bag, a tutor. Or like either a shopping bag or like a little plastic or paper bag is a tutor. No, tutor is a different word. But yeah, I feel so smart for like making paper bags for conventions. Like huge ones as well, because I was like, bro, when you go to a convention, you want to like buy stuff and nobody has bags for you because nobody's gonna like, I don't know, nobody wants to like use up all that extra budget and space to bring like bags and stuff. Maybe like little bags. So I was like the only person at the convention who who had bags. And it was a really good way to advertise. You know what I really want to do though? Don't steal my idea, but I want to do like really big. Anybody watching who lives in the UK? You know those Sports Direct bags? I want those, but with like chipflake on it. Like really huge, but like sturdy material bags, waterproof. They're huge and they have a zipper on them. I want those with chipflake on them for the next. Okay, I don't know about the next convention. I don't know how long it takes to make those, but I really want those. That's my dream. Okay, you know what? I really like how the colors of this one turned out. They look so cozy. I'm just not like 100% satisfied with the background. I think I'm gonna add like one more, like something like this. It's like a handful of more splotches. Maybe not that dark. Just for a little bit more variety, you know what I mean? I'm like channeling my inner Bob Ross today. There's some delicate little splotches. Oh, I just realized I forgot something as well. Let me cough. Ah. I'm always scared that I accidentally reverse the the mute button. So I unmute while I'm coughing, and then I mute when I'm actually talking. So the entire stream is just me coughing. Me coughing compilation. So I'm gonna put all of these silly little guys in a folder, and I'm gonna see now I made a new stream overlay. Now you can actually see this stuff. Before you couldn't really see it. I'm gonna go to layer property, and I'm gonna do border, and I'm gonna go like womp. Now it's got a funny little border. How about that thick? Yeah. And now with the border, I do feel like the background could be a little darker, a little more saturated. So I'm gonna go to edit, tonal correction. Wait, no, I need to make a new layer. Yeah. Layer, new correction layer, hue saturation. And bump the luminosity down and the saturation up a little bit. Not too much though. How about like this much? Yeah. Look how cute. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I'm gonna save this one. I do like to like take a break from it and come back to it in like half an hour or something. I feel like that gives me a better overview of things, and then I can spot errors and such a little easier. Okay, now we got this one. This one is actually these guys are a couple, so I thought it would be cute if I made them look at each other. Hee 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 hee. Hee 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 hee. Sako Kitty has DMs disabled on Twitter. I don't know how to reach out to them. I believe you can just reach out to them through Ko-fi. They take commissions through Ko-fi. Paper bags is such a good idea to have at a convention. It was. The only problem with it was it rained pretty badly on one of the days. And bro, I took off my rain jacket and I wrapped it around my chipflake paper bag, because I bought some art prints from a different artist who was in a hall that was like on the complete opposite side of mine, and there was no way to get to the other halls. without going outside, and it was pouring with rain, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna be the sacrifice. I'm gonna get absolutely drenched just to protect my my spicy Luna prince. It was very important. I'm sure you can agree that that was a necessary sacrifice. Alright, let me grab this dude's reference sheet. Okay, I don't think they specified, they did not specify a background color. The thing is, I wanted these guys to kind of like be a pair. And I don't know, maybe I'm like debating between making the background the exact same color so that you could kind of like put them together and it looks like they fit together. Or if I should do like a contrasting colors kind of thing, like where this is blue instead. I'm not sure. Still proud of this song. Yeah, this one in particular slaps. It's pronounced cappuccino. Ah. I think it's pronounced macchiato. Yeah. Ah. Do you know what Incredibox is? I've never heard of that before in my life. My headcanon is that it's pronounced coffee because of the icon. I think it actually canonically is called coffee. I'm pretty sure on the about page for the website they're like, it's pronounced coffee. I mean, that's like the whole point of the website, kinda, right? It's from that silly generation where every brand was like word, but it's spelled differently. Ask the commissioner. See, the thing is, with these commission in particular, there's no like wait. Big cough. There's no like communication phase. I literally just get the request, you put as much information as you want, and then I draw it, and then I give it to you. I give you the finished piece. That's like, I don't know, it just saves me a lot of like headache personally, and it saves a lot of time. Because something I've noticed throughout the years of taking commissions, like the whole like communication aspect with the client, I hate using that word, it's so like corporate. With the whole like communication stuff, it just adds so much more time. Like a lot of people just like naturally take a long time to respond to you. Some people just like completely miss the messages, like they don't get notifications, like their notifications don't work properly. You know, sometimes my notifications don't work properly, you know, that it just adds so much time to the thing. So like with this one specifically, I think what I'm gonna do is draw the background in blue, the contrasting color idea, and then I'll send it to the commissioner and be like, wait, excuse me, a little bit, and then I'm gonna ask them if they would prefer it to match this one, because changing the color of something like the background after the fact is really not that hard for me. Like, It's literally just like this, you know? So I'd rather do that, and then the person has their finished artwork, and they don't have to wait for it anymore. And then I can just make that small change. And yeah. Although, I did just notice this character has blue eyes. If I make the background blue as well, I don't know if that'll like blend in too much. I think a orange background might actually work better in general. I don't know, we'll see. I can always experiment with it. We do a little blab. Okay. I forgot the whiskers. I mean, I guess adding whiskers is kind of like an art style thing, but I think I would like to add them. Let us do that. Oh, I just realized I forgot to tweet out that I'm streaming. Okay, that's cool. I think you passed me. Yeah, I think I'll take a break at past and then I can do my tweeting and stuff. Yeah, let's go, whiskers. I think more people should draw their cat characters with whiskers. Myself included. I'm calling myself out. Meow. Would commission you, but my family doesn't have too much money. Bro, like, I would spend so much money on art if I had the disposable income for it. It is my dream to be that one guy who like keeps coming back to that one artist to request a highly specific thing. Howdy? What the flip? Stretch, okay. Who should give Farina whisker makeup actually? Ooh, do it. Whisker? I hardly know him. We change things up every once in a while. Like a true bisexual. What the flip? Apologies to the lesbians. Wow. Keep forgetting to give my opossum character whiskers. Oh, opossums, they need their whiskers. It just adds so much more like gremlin energy. In a completely good way, of course. pronouns are just pronouns. Yeah, you're so right. You know how many lesbians use he, him pronouns? A lot. And it's very cool and epic. Like, unironically. What? How did I even do that? Ah, good morning. Good morning. Hey up. Do not say that. I get like a fight or flight response when somebody says hey up. Once forgot to give a character with massive glasses their glasses, almost looking at it like, oh, what is wrong with you? Like, characters that are supposed to have glasses, that's like one of their most defining character traits. Without the glasses, they look so naked. They look bald. Evil British flashbacks. Exactly, yeah, literally. I mean, what the flip? What? How did I even do that? Huh? Why are you rotate? What is this? What? The scallop? Having a good stream? Yes, I am extremely glad to be back to streaming. The only problem is I still have a hecking cough. I've had a cough for 2 weeks now. Literally 2 weeks. I got sick immediately the Monday after Dokumi convention. And I still have a cough. So every 10 minutes or so, I have to hit this mute button. And cough. It's really fun, especially when it likes to come up whilst I'm in the middle of a sentence. I think talking actually, like, triggers the cough. I feel like I have to cough more while I'm talking. Which is the exact time where you want to cough. Real people with glasses too. Yeah, when you only know someone what they look like with glasses, they suddenly don't have them anymore. Like, who are you? Love glasses, by the way. Are very attractive. In my humble opinion. Okay, I'm gonna go and take a quick break. What was I gonna do? Was I gonna do something while I was gone? Oh yeah, tweet out it. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. I'll be right back.
No. 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 Why? Why? No. No. Okay, so this is really important, okay? Like, practically the fate of the universe depends on this, so make sure you listen very carefully. So basically, you get in the car, and you push the clutch. That's the pedal on the left, not the one in the middle, though you need to push that too. Might be one of the most important parts. Okay, got it? Yup. The most terrifying thing of all is that his legless form now exists in the third dimension. Just kidding, they're just hidden. Chipflake.shop, a limited time. Okay, bye.
Bro, that was like... why did my event list go? No. What the flip? Cool. Yeah, that was like the fastest 5 minutes of my life. I didn't even make the tweet yet. What the flip? Well, you're gonna have to sit and watch me do it. Or imagine me do it, because I'm not gonna put my Twitter on the screen because I don't know what's gonna pop up. Love the idea of a silent protagonist that just goes cat face. Yeah, same. Same. What was I doing? Oh yeah, Twitch. I'm gonna write, come to stream, we got art and chill. Yeah, that's good. Cough again. Oh, this is quite inconvenient. I'm getting distracted. Let me go. There we go. New Twitter notification. What could that be? I have no idea. All my dears have no eyes. Poor dear. Don't know how to say you have a relaxing voice without getting embarrassed. I kinda like to lurk here with sounds are just to hear it. Have a good day. That's incredibly sweet. Thank you very much. Hee hee hee. Hee 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 hee. Okay, let's get back to drawing cat. Oops. I do like the song, but it's not very relaxing. Sorry, fool. Okay, let's go. Okay. Gotten so lucky today. Bro, the sax in this one goes so hard. Alright, so I need a dark grey, probably kind of like this color. Yeah, and this goes below the brow. This might be slightly too dark actually. And it goes around the eye, and it goes mute because I have to cough. Oh, it's so annoying. Okay, just checking I properly unmuted. That would be embarrassing. Now we have a little spot here, and we have a little spot here. Very cute. And then the tips of the ears are also grey. About this deep. And then we got a little shoulder spot. And then there's a spot on the other shoulder, but you can't see that from this angle. Yeah. Very simple but delectable character design. Love watching you while I draw, but my pen's dead. Why is your pen dead? Revive it. Yeah, I gotta say, like, I do think Wacom tablets are painfully overpriced. But I really appreciate not having to charge the pen. It just works. I don't know what witchcraft makes it do that. And they probably have a patent on it, right? I don't know if any other type of company does that, but if they don't, it's probably because Wacom has a patent on the technology. I think this is about the right shade. What if I do... What if I... If the playlist isn't shuffling properly, please do not fix it. This is so great. It should be shuffling properly. Because it played a random Fool song earlier. Yeah, it's definitely just playing all the Dawn Cat smash hits just because it feels like it. Yay, Chip is back, how you doing? I am okay, I'm just... I see someone saying, I hope your sickness is gone. I regret to inform you. It is basically gone, but I still have a cough, because of course I do. But it's okay, I have a handy mute button. Every time I need to cough, I just... It probably looks really funny. Love how this one still has the little $sign marked from when I was marking which album tracks were paid for. That's what that is? I thought it... I thought it was like a little, like, artistic thing. I don't know why, like, the little $sign is like... It's like oddly aesthetic, like it kind of fits with the vaporwave theme. Oh, that's really funny, I never knew that. Oh, at least it's a hell of a lot better than how you were doing last week. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I had no energy whatsoever last week. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't even do my hobbies. I still feel low energy, but I don't know if that's just my general low energiness or remnants of the sickness. I don't know, because I often have energy issues. When's the English Chipflake U livestream? Bro, when I have a date for it, you will know about it, because I am not gonna shut up about it. I'll yap about it all day, every day, so everyone and their mum knows. Meow 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 meow. My UG tablet also has a battery-less stylus. Okay, okay. I don't know what UG is, but... I guess it is possible for other companies other than Wacom to make battery-less styluses. Which is good to know. But yeah, how was your weekend? I'm trying to remember if anything significant happened on my weekend. Not really. Nothing particularly fun happened. It's kind of a chill weekend. Which is nice. I need one of those. I need one of those in my life. Oh, I mean, I don't know how many people in chat right now like care about that, but I finished my first playthrough of Nier Automata. Apparently there's multiple endings. Very cool game though. I do have to say I appreciate that you can change the difficulty at any time in the game. Because I was having a really hard time finding the motivation to play it. Because when I get depressed, I like have zero motivation for anything. And if I can make any task easier, including like playing a video game, that is a huge bonus. So yeah, that was cool. This weekend I got my wisdom teeth yanked out. Sorry to hear that you're still in pain. I hope you recover soon. I'm probably gonna get mine taken out this year or next year as well, so I'm gonna be able to relate to that. Yippee! How long does it usually take to recover from having your wisdom teeth taken out? Or does it depend? Like, mine are almost completely out, which means they won't have to, like... It's probably easier to take them out, right? Had my wisdom teeth removed in 2019, I think. Took me like a week. Okay, okay. A week? That's okay. Considering it, like, I'm thinking about it in terms of, like, I'm gonna have to take a break from streaming while I recover. Unless you wanna listen to me like, oh, wow, 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 wow. But a week isn't too bad. But yeah, I had a thought. What if I, like, do this? And then I, like, is that gonna flip the entire folder? Or just the one? I think it flipped the entire thing. Yeah, ooh, ooh, so now they, like, match? Interesting idea, right? And then I can always, if the commissioner says like, oh, I'd like it to be like a little bit different, I can always do this. Layer, new correction layer, hue saturation, and then I just like, I don't know, blue, for example. And it's like this. And they still have that like matching feel, you know? Yeah. Okay, now I need to do the shading. Boop boop boop. Although I just noticed, I think the eyes could be a little bit. Actually, I was thinking of making them a little bit more of a deeper blue, but I can do that with the shading itself. Actually, that would probably help the eyes pop a bit more if the shading is a bit deeper. You'll see. Also, we have like 4. They give you the option to take them out at different times or get them all out at once. What? Really? Why wouldn't you want to get them all out at once? I guess maybe if some of them are not completely out yet, right? Is Toon Squid a worthwhile investment for animating on the iPad? Okay, I've used Toon Squid a little bit. It's very good. It's very good for the price, I gotta say. However, personally, I kinda only used it a little bit because I ended up just getting a subscription to Clip Studio Paint. Which is literally this exact program but on the iPad, and it can do everything that I wanted to, so I don't even need Toon Squid anymore. I kinda bought it for no reason. But yeah, if you want to animate on the iPad without a subscription, it is a very good option, I will say. I don't know if there's any like better options that aren't subscription based. So I don't know. I don't want to like 100% recommend it if there is a better option out there, you know? So I'm not entirely sure. I just know the handful of times I used it, it was pretty good. Not as good as this cough. Use Rough Animator, which is also for iPad, but costs $7. What do you mean, but? That's nothing for an animation program. I think Toon Squid is like 18, maybe 20, 25. I've heard of Rough Animator. Yeah, it's probably worth looking into that as well. Makes sense if you can use the software you're already familiar with. Yeah. I'm like... I don't know how I feel about recommending Clip Studio on the iPad. It is really good, because, you know, like I said, it's just straight up the same program as on the PC, so it can do everything that the PC version can, which is a lot of things. Which is really good if you're used to the program, you know how it works and everything. Not so good if you're not used to the program. It's quite confusing, I think, but they have made a tablet version of the UI, which is probably easier to use if you've never used Clip Studio before. But it is subscription only on the iPad, unfortunately. I'm not sure why, because you can get the PC version as like a perpetual license. Not the iPad version though. For me, it's worth it because, you know, I use it for my job. So, you know, business expense, and also...
You are still doing amazing shit. And I look forward to your game größer als wie. Very entertaining. Thank you for making my morning always.
No, nein. Nicht Deutsch. Aber das ist das erste Mal heute. Krass. Unglaublich, könnte man auch sagen. Vielleicht auch Wahnsinn. Ja. Deutsch Headpad ist ein bisschen komisch, muss ich sagen. Ich weiß nicht. Ich weiß nicht. Miau. Quick translation, I was like, no, not German. But it has been the first time today. Usually I would have been transformed like 5 times into German. What else did I say? I kind of forgot. But yeah, what the flip? Thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate it. The Codmaster 1, let's go. Take that heart. You deserve it. Yeah. Thank you for the really sweet message. I really appreciate it. This German speak thing only happen whenever you donate. So it's whenever I get a donation over $5, it randomly selects one of my avatars, which includes the German one. But it also includes the chibi and the anthro and stuff like that. Give me a sec. Just had to cough. But on Twitch, it is possible to redeem points that you earn by watching to also transform me into German for a minute. Unfortunately, there's not really a way to set that up with YouTube yet. I really hope that YouTube implements some kind of point system one day as well. It's like the main thing that's missing compared to Twitch, in my opinion. But yeah. Procreate is kind of mid in my opinion, but that's just me. Oh yeah, Procreate can animate as well. Yeah, I think Procreate is really good for the price. But it is limited. It's a little like frustratingly limited for me personally. There's a lot of stuff that I wanted to do with Procreate that I couldn't because the program doesn't support it. Which is another reason why I ended up just getting Clip Studio Paint instead. I think this is like too much shading, honestly. Meow. Oh yeah, I was gonna say another reason why Clip Studio Paint on the iPad is worth it for me is because you can get a discount if you buy it for like 2 devices. So obviously I have it on my main PC and I have it on the iPad, and it's a little bit cheaper than getting 2 separate subscriptions. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about the whole like subscription thing, especially if you're just doing art as a hobby. I think if you have an iPad, I think there's definitely better options. But yeah, every time Master Gaming donates you turn German. Is it literally every time? It feels like it. I don't think it actually has been every time, but it is very common. That is true. Just want to get my animating bone back into work before I go into university in a couple weeks. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I hear a lot of good about Rough Animator, I gotta say. I am the German giver. Yippee. Well, you know, I did implement it for a reason. I do need that practice. Something about the shading is bothering me. Maybe it's like... Oh, I think it's fine actually. If I add in the highlights, I think it'll bring everything together. Stupid guff. Everyone wants to do subscriptions now. They were great when you had the option for a cheaper 1-month sub. When you were sure you were going to use it, you could buy it outright. Yeah. I think I've said this before. That like my Adobe hot take is that the subscription model is actually not that bad. I feel like it makes the program more accessible. The Adobe program is more accessible to people. Like, don't get me wrong, it's too expensive. The subscription model for Adobe programs is too expensive. But I believe that it's a lot easier for people to, for creatives, like small creatives, to spend $60 a month and get a bunch of programs than spend $600 for each individual program. Like, yes, you do end up spending more in the long run. But, you know, not everyone can just drop $600 on one program, like right now, you know? That being said, it would be in a perfect world, we would have both options, you know? Either the subscription or you buy a perpetual license for $600. And yeah, it is very frustrating, the rise of subscriptions. Because sometimes... Yo, what the flip? Oh, now my text-to-speech wants to be delayed. That's really cool. I'll just give it a second. I'm like scared to continue my train of thought. Or maybe Chip's gonna interrupt me. Okay, he doesn't want it. He doesn't want it. Okay, fine. I don't think it'll speak for $4.99. It's the speech bubble popped up though, which means he's supposed to talk. He's supposed to talk, and I'm also supposed to transform. I did set it up so there's a little bit of a buffer. I think I set it up at 4.7. Ah ja, da haben, da, yep. Es war einfach nur, wie heißt das auf Deutsch? Verspätet. Es war einfach nur verspätet. Aber ich gebe dir schon ein Herzchen. Und weil du $1 gespendet hast, glaube ich, dass du wahrscheinlich kein Deutsch verstehst. Was schade ist, aber passiert. Alles gut. Alles wird wieder gut. In 5 Sekunden. Okay. I was like, yeah, it was just delayed. There you go. Thank you so much for the dono, Viv Slav. How's it going? Welcome in. I don't know if you've been lurking, but I'm gonna get welcomed. I'll welcome you anyway. This is all the body I have. Nah, JK, but have this because silly. I approve of the silly. Thank you very much. I have been lurking. How dare you? Don't you know that this is an interaction-only stream? And lurking is not allowed. It is highly illegal. Don't you know that you have to you have to both be working on something and also be chatting at 5 messages per second at the same time. That's just how it goes in my stream, otherwise you get banned. Very true. Oh yeah, let me let me just quickly finish off what I was saying earlier. I don't think subscriptions themselves are inherently bad, and they can often make things that were very expensive more accessible to people. But yeah, there's way too frickin' many of them nowadays. You have to be really selective with which ones that you do subscribe to, otherwise you just have like a million. You can end up with like $1,000 worth of just subscriptions to stuff if you're not careful. And it's really annoying when you just want to, like, I don't know, buy an app. Like I've been looking for fitness apps for jogging, and they're all like $5 a month, sometimes even $10, $15 a month. I've seen some that were like $39 a month. And it's like, bro, like, if it was like $15 one-time purchase, I don't know, I would actually unironically consider it. But like, you really want me to, like, $40 a month? Like, hello? It's so annoying. And like, it's so annoying because I get it from like the developer's perspective as well. Like, as an app developer, you're like throwing money away by not making your app a subscription instead of a one-time purchase. Like, you just objectively make more money if you make it a subscription instead of a one-time purchase. Which is really annoying. But yeah, like, freaking, like, I could rant about this for ages. Like, subscriptions themselves, really not a terrible concept. There's just too many of them. Like, especially when it comes to like shows and stuff that you want to watch. Because I recently got Apple TV, literally just so I can rewatch Severance. That is the only reason. I don't know any of the other shows that are on there. I'm probably not gonna watch anything else on there. I don't know. I think it's fine to spend, because you can with something like that, you can just spend €10 on it, and then you can just cancel it immediately. Because it doesn't take me more than a month to watch a show like Severance. But when it comes to anime specifically, I have that problem. That all the animes that I want to watch are on different services. So I would have to spend like $10 for like every single show that I want to watch. Like, that shit just adds up. It's so annoying. Oh. And like I'm gonna move on from the subject pretty soon, because I feel like I'm like preaching to the choir here. Like, I'm pretty sure literally all of you have the exact same opinion as me. But yeah, it's like everybody's raving about what is it? Final Fantasy 15, 14, I don't even know what number we're at now. But like the one where you pay like, I think it's like $15 a month to play that game. And I'm sure like it's really fun and really cool and stuff. But like, subscription, I don't want more subscriptions. It's so painful. Since when are you an anime watcher? Remember when you said you didn't like animes? I mean, okay, to be fair, that was like, what, 5 years ago? Yeah. It's kind of funny. It all started with Chainsaw Man, actually. I had a... Like, when... It was when the Chainsaw Man anime came out. A friend of mine was talking about Pochita, which is the little dog, like chainsaw dog character. And I was like, oh my god, he's so cute. And I was like, I kind of want to watch that. just so I could see Pochita. I didn't know that like that character is barely in the anime, sadly. But I ended up really liking the show in general. And that kind of like got me back into animes, I guess. Actually, I love streaming services. I love paying for 10 different services and not even having a guarantee that my favorite shows will stay on the platforms. Oh my god, I didn't even rant about that yet. That you'll just be like watching a show and then suddenly it'll be like, yo, by the way, you only have 2 weeks left to finish watching this show with 300 episodes. Because it is leaving the platform. Goodbye. Wanted to watch, I think it was Gundam Wing or Digimon Adventure, and I saw Crunchyroll had it, so I purchased a Crunchyroll subscription. Except no, the actual Crunchyroll website doesn't have it, only the Crunchyroll package on Amazon has it. Bro, there's another thing I could rant about. Oh, it's the same with frickin' Apple TV. Like, you buy it, and then you're scrolling through and you see something you want to watch, you click on it, and then it's like, you want to rent this for 3 more euros, 4 more euros? Like, how much money am I supposed to give you? Do you remember the infographic of which streaming service has which episode of Pokemon? I don't think I've seen that, but I can imagine it. What would you suggest as a good frame rate for animations? I've been struggling with that. Ooh, okay, so I usually animate frame by frame in 12 FPS nowadays. I switched a lot between 30 and 24 a couple of years ago. Obviously 24 is like the standard, and I would do 30 because I would usually edit in 30, and I didn't want to create any like a discrepancy because of that. But I feel like ever since I switched to 12 FPS, I feel like my my animation quality has gotten a lot better, because I feel like I am putting a lot more thought into the animation itself, and like specifically what frames I'm drawing and what I'm drawing in each frame and what specifically is happening in each frame. Instead of when I work in 24 FPS, I feel like I have this urge, if something doesn't look quote unquote smooth enough, I just have this urge to just keep adding in-betweens, which, I don't know. A good animation will look smooth even in like 8 FPS, basically. So I don't know. Personally, I feel like when it comes to animation, you should try to limit yourself. And even start in like 8 FPS. And only bump it up to 12 if you feel like you really need the extra frames, if that makes sense. I mean, that's not like a, what would you call it? It's not something you have to do. This is just something that I've experimented with, and I've seen a lot of, I've found it very useful. But yeah, I didn't get that from anywhere. I wasn't taught to do that. That is just something that I, like, personally thought of and experimented with, and I found it really useful. Yeah. Feel free to, like, study my animations as well. I'll give you another handy tip. On YouTube, you can use the period and the comma button on your keyboard to flick between frames of a video. So you can, like, literally look at each individual frame of an animation if you do that. Yeah. Yeah. Gay squirrel boy. Actually, I am a skunk. Cat. Hello. Unbelievable. Thank you for the bits, by the way, Felix. Welcome in. Meowdy. Meowdy to you, too. Stupid cough. Doesn't work as well as it used to. It's super delayed sometimes. Really? I haven't had any issues with it personally. If we're talking about the frame by frame on YouTube thing. Haven't watched in a while. Well, I haven't streamed in a while, so that makes two of us. Did not know that, thank you so much. You're welcome. You can also press K on your keyboard to play and pause. So I don't know, spacebar is a little bit weird sometimes. I'm an avid K user. What skills have you learned after making your game? Well, considering I haven't done any of the development itself, I'm just the 2D animator and artist. I have learned a little bit about, like, making sheets, like putting all of my artwork onto a what's the size? 2064 by 2064 image, and like optimizing how they are laid out so that they're like the highest resolution possible. That's something I learned. 2048, yeah, that's what I meant. Thank you. Samba's so goated. True. Also, incredibly based. Just saying. There's a bunch of keyboard shortcuts for YouTube they just don't tell you. Yeah, I know, right? I wonder why. I don't even remember where I learned about the period and comma thing. I've been doing that for literally like a decade. So I'm very glad that they haven't changed it yet. I hope they never change it. Or get rid of it, I mean. They can change it and make it easier to use if they want to, just don't get rid of it. Because it's really useful for studying animation. Or if somebody makes a video and they put a joke that's on screen for like half a second, you can't like find it when you're trying to like click on the video timeline. Using the period and comma to find the exact frame, that's really useful in those situations. Hi, first stream, yo. Well, welcome in, if it is your first. Okay, I mean, this is basically done. But I think I'm gonna do the thing where I save it and then I'll come back to it in a little bit with a more fresh perspective. Okay, who is next? Let me just check my list. What is a Zamb? That is a good question. I honestly, like, I've been friends with him for like 5 years. I still don't know what a Zamb is. Like, where his name comes from. What? Okay. P. Who was that again? This one. Oh, I really like this character. They are freaking fabulous, and definitely not just because they're a skunk. Okay, you look at this funny little wiggle animation while I go grab the ref sheet, okay? Purple background. Don't mind if I do. Oh, they are so freaking cute. Oh my god. The art style on the ref is delectable. Hi, how are you? I'm okay, thank you very much for asking. How are you? I'm a little bit sick still. I have a cough button that I press every 5 minutes and I cough really hard and it's gross. But it's fine because you don't have to listen to it. It's raining like crazy, my cellar is flooded. Oh my god, I'm so sorry to hear that. Jeez. I've been very lucky over the years to have never had that issue. Even though my house, my apartment building was built in like the 1970s. I've never had an issue with that. Panic cough button. You should stream every day. I've thought about it. I think I would get burnt out pretty fast though. How about this? Yeah. I mean, that's the main reason why I take a week off every 3 or 4 weeks from streaming. Even though I often, like, don't necessarily feel like I need a break. Whenever I skip the break, I always get burnt out. What? Floods on the regular, so we're prepared. It doesn't sound like your basement is prepared. Streaming every day can make streaming seem like a chore instead of something you enjoy. It's not great. Yeah, I mean, you can kind of like apply that to anything. That if you do anything too much, you stop, like you kind of forget what you enjoyed about it in the first place. You can kind of like apply the same thing to streaming. Because when I do take the break, I usually like I take like a week off every 3 or 4 weeks. And usually at the beginning I'm like, oh yeah, it's actually pretty nice to take a break from streaming, you know, I don't have to like worry that I have to be at home at this time, and you know, streaming for me, even though I've been doing it for a long freaking time now, it's still quite exhausting. I'm usually pretty dead after every stream. But then, like, around Wednesday, I get the urge. I'm like, man, I really want to stream right now. But you know, I make sure I take that entire week off. Otherwise, big burnout. It's the same with like working in general though. Sometimes, like, I try to work around 6 hours every day. Every weekday. So at around like 5 or 6 PM, depending on when I started, I stop. And you know, sometimes I'm like, actually I'm not that tired, like I'm kind of like into what I'm doing, I feel like I want to keep going. But every time I decide not to stop and keep going, I literally, every single time I get burnt out. And then the next day I do like no work because I'm too burnt out. So I literally have to force myself to take breaks. Even though I might feel like continuing to work, I gotta force myself to not. Anyway, thank you very much for the bits, Felix. Can you please do a mouth reveal? No. We'd get it fixed, but Denkma shots. Oh. Cute cough, how dare you. You don't want to hear the other coughs that I muted for. They're not as cute. Still no boot point redeem? Huh? Did I really not set that up? Oh. Well, you know what? I'm so hydrated that I need to pee again, so I'll go take a break and I'll check on the boop redeem while I'm gone. Okay. BRB. That's 350. Hello. Jump scare. I didn't feel like waiting. So I'm back early. And my throat is tickling. What is going on? Why scare me? Did I really scare? Did I really scare you? With my soft hello. Art? No way. Cat? No way. Kinda? Really? Really? Okay, I guess I'll just leave again if you hate me so much. Is everyone sick right now? I'm the only person I know who's sick right now. I hung out with Tim, my musician friend. While sick, he didn't get sick, and neither did my partner. So I guess I'm just built different, but in a bad way. Also, I have like weird muscle pain in my right thigh, like on the back. And I'm trying to think, like, what did I do yesterday that would cause that? Because I literally stayed at home the entire day. Thank you for the unshrimp and stretch reminder. And thank you for the bits, Felix. I'm sick with a chipflake deficiency. Well, I'm trying. I'm trying to find the time to work on my next video, okay? Hope you get better soon. I hope so. I mean, okay. For those of you who joined recently, I feel okay, like I don't feel sick. I'm have a little bit of fatigue, but I kind of always do, so I don't know if that's related to the sickness. The only thing I have is that I still have a lingering cough. And I had that last time I got sick as well, that I just had a cough for the following like 3 weeks. Very annoying. But yeah, other than that, I feel great. I feel totally fine. Did I stretch? I don't know if I stretched. Oh, I'm sick as in I'm awesome and swag. That is the good kind of sick. Working on the ice for my dino mask right now. Nice. Good luck with that. That sounds fun. Really don't care if it takes long for videos, especially because it's animation. Same. Unfortunately, my bank does care. Although, to be honest, even if I had the budget to spend however long I wanted on my videos, I think I would still aim to put them out at least once a month. Just because personally I don't like sticking to one project for too long. I start to get sick of it. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad if I had like a team. If I wasn't just doing everything myself. I don't know. I'd like to see Tim try to make dubstep. He made something similar once. It was pretty funny. He's made like trap several times, like kind of like ironically, but it actually sounded good. Had a lingering cough too, going on like 3 weeks now, because a lot of people I know have had that too. Really odd. I don't know anybody else who's had it other than myself, to be honest. But I kind of have a theory that I have like long COVID or something, to be honest. What I do know is I know a lot of people who, when they get sick, they have way worse symptoms, and they're sick for way longer than they used to. And I have the same thing. You know, remember getting sick? You would have like a mild cold, and then it would go away after like 3 days. I miss those times. You like the Borgo album? I'm taking this with a grain of salt. I like funny noise, okay? I like funny loud noise. Ah. I also like funny loud noise, but damn, bro. No, I understand. I understand that album is definitely like my biggest hear me out. Hello, how are you doing? I'm doing excellent. I'm having fun. I love streaming. Yippee. Still somehow never had COVID. I know somebody else who never had it as well. I know someone who worked in a shop and also went to university during COVID. Like, obviously they did the whole freaking, you know, stay at home and stuff. But like, despite interacting with people like pretty often, they never got COVID. Meanwhile, me, who works from home, I don't know, maybe I have a like weaker immune system because I work at home, you know. I don't pick up those like smaller, less dangerous illnesses and stuff. So my immune system's probably doesn't have a lot of training. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, that's just my theory. On average, how many layers do you use for a drawing? Bro, I don't know. It varies a lot. Sometimes I go crazy on the layers, sometimes I use like 2. I think I lean more towards going crazy on the layers though. You know, anxiety and all that. I like to keep everything as adjustable as possible, just in case, you know, just in case. Gotten COVID twice, and the second time I got it simultaneously with strep throat, bro. I'm deeply sorry to hear that. That sounds awful. Yeah, I've had it twice now. First time was absolutely horrible. The second time was also absolutely horrible, but slightly less so. Never thought I'd catch you on Twitch. Haven't seen you since I was in early middle school. Now I'm an adult. I just aged 50 years. Well, thank you for stopping by. Welcome in. I have been live streaming for over 3 years now. Although I've only been on Twitch for just over 1 year, so I forgive you, but only a little bit. I also should have done the background first. Oopsie. Purple. They wanted purple. And considering this character is black and white, I wonder if like a really deep, like saturated purple would work. I don't know if that would be like too distracting, but theoretically it should help the character stand out even more, right? Thank you for the bits, Felix. You're officially an old man now. Doesn't that happen at like 30? I still got a couple years to go. Why they purple? And why they purple? Yo, was that a slick? Welcome in. How's it going, dude? Stretch. Okay, one sec. Oh. 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 On a little muted coughing as a treat. Oh yeah, I'm getting tired now. Oh dear. Warum? Ich hab ihm nix getan. Ach, hier. Das und das und das so. Und dann hier und dann so. Ja. Ja. Super. Supi. Perfekt. Ich soll einfach Wörter benutzen, die ähnlich wie auf Englisch sind. Dann kann mich jeder verstehen. Get Deutscht. Thank you for the bits. Doing good, just starting work. Hope you've been well. I've been Thank you though. Have a good day at work, dude. Yeah, I had to wake up quote unquote early because I had to cancel my dentist appointment because I'm freaking like coughing every 5 minutes, and I don't think that's, you know, if it was any other appointment I would still go, but like imagine like having your mouth open and the dentist is like looking inside and you're like yeah, and I was this is really stupid, but it was a public holiday here in Germany on Thursday. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna call the dentist on Friday to let them know I'm not coming in on Monday. Because they have a thing on their website that's like, please only ever cancel your appointments 24 work hours before, not work hours, but like within 1 working day of your appointment. And I was like, okay. Well, considering it's gonna be the weekend, that's gotta be on Friday then. I gotta call them on Friday. So I call them on Friday and they're like, there's like an automated message. It's like, so like we're closed today and because it's the holiday, and we're also closed on Friday. So then I was like doing very normal fully grown adult things, as in being extremely worried about the fact that on their website it's like, please call 24 work, like a work day before your appointment if you're gonna cancel. I was like panicking that they're gonna be really mad at me, you know, as normal fully grown adults do. And then like last night I was awake really long for reasons, and then trying to wake up this morning at 9 AM to call the place, I was like, I'm dying. And then I call them and like, I'm really sorry, but like I'm sick, I can't go to my appointment today, sorry. And they were like, yeah, okay, that's fine. You just gotta call tomorrow to reschedule it because the system is broken. I can't access it right now. I was like, oh, okay. Like, literally... I don't know. Just no... Literally no issue whatsoever. I mean, it's annoying that I have to call them back again. As somebody who hates calling. But like, I love how my brain just like invents scenarios to worry about. It's like, bro, you're too calm. There's not enough stress in your life. Let me just like make up something for you to worry about to get a little bit more excitement in your life, you know? How about that? It's great. It's wonderful. Thank you for the bits. You gotta give them notice because I can't imagine there are very many dentists in Germany that cater to skunks. Hello? Discrimination? done the same, was just outside the 48-hour window to move the date, but thankfully she waived the late fee for my rescheduled appointment for this Thursday. The late fee? Oh my god. Yeah, the thing the thing that makes it really stupid for me, okay, it wasn't the dentist, it was the orthodontist. Like, I'm looking into getting, like, aesthetic for, like, tooth work for aesthetic purposes. So, like, I'd be the one, I'm the one paying, I'm the one giving them my money. Like, why would they get why would they get mad at me for calling it sick to my appointment where I give them money? You know? This is I love it. I love anxiety. It's so logical and wonderful and definitely doesn't have a lasting impact on my life. It's great. But yeah, look at this cool character. Aren't they cool? Such a cool design. Definitely not biased because they're a skunk. Thank you for the bits, Felix. Your dentist must be really good if they're able to work in your very tiny skunk mouth. Bro, this is getting out of hand, like... Bro's giving me money to bully me, I can't believe this. Ah, no, my mute button didn't work. Sorry if that was loud. Anxiety is the reason why I can't drink coffee in the afternoon, because the caffeine just wrecks my brain. That's like... I still haven't figured out how caffeine affects my anxiety. I feel like I am exactly the same, whether I've had it or not. It does affect my sleep. I do know that. I try not... ever since I stopped drinking caffeine after like 8 PM, I sleep a lot better. But in terms of like anxiety, I feel like it makes no difference. Thank you for the bits. Sorry, I'm not trying to bully you. Yes, you are. You're doing me a big bully. It's very rude. You have to thank him for giving you money to bully you. It's like I'm like, oh my god, thank you so much, that's so nice of you. But how dare you? Now why is that happening? Oh, this is why. There's a little gap here. Look how cool this character is, guys. Like, oh my god. Thank you for the odd shrimp reminder. Why'd you choose to make your soda skog? Because they're really cute and cool. That's literally the only reason. Like, they're like really fluffy and they got like black fur with like little white stripes. Like... they're just amazing, like, come on. Oh, their tail as well. Speaking of stripes, I need to color their tail in too. They got like freaking like adorable little hearts on the tail, like what the flip. OMG, he agrees that he's cute. Yeah, I like flip between I'm not cute, how dare you, And cute skunk hours. Like, I can't decide, honestly. Okay, what? What? Need to commission you again sometime. See, every time you say that, I'm always closed. Yeah, I'm not sure when I'm gonna open again, because I'm kind of thinking of, I was planning to open them again once I was done with this batch, but I'm kind of thinking of keeping them closed for another week or two, so that I can focus on new video and stuff. Video. Funny thing for me is that I'm also asthmatic, and my inhaler has chemicals that increase my heart rate and also my anxiety. I don't know exactly why, bro. What the flip? That's like really unfair. Like, how can life do this to a person? I love the pic. Thank you very much. I'm quite pleased with how it's turning out as well. Yippee. I've sort of literally based on yours, basically stolen. Yeah, I don't know, I'm pretty like neutral about people being inspired by my designs and making characters that look similar to them. Like, I don't know, I think I don't really care, personally. The only thing that's gonna happen is that you're probably gonna get a lot of people being like, this looks like chipflake. Or maybe even like getting mad at you because of it. Which I do not approve of, by the way. just for the record. I really don't like it when people like fight battles on my behalf, you know what I mean? Especially when it's stuff about stuff that I never said or like don't even agree with. So it's gonna look so different from each other. There's always gonna be someone that makes a similar design. That too, especially with Chip specifically. Like, he's literally just a white and brown cat. Like, it's not the most unique design ever. I mean, obviously, like, the combination of how I put everything together makes him a recognizable character. But you can't just say that, like, every white-furred mammal with brown accents and a red accessory is a chipflake clone, you know, like... I don't own that concept. Oh. Thank you for the bits. If Chip and Socks had to get conventional jobs, what would they do? I really wish I was not so tired, because I feel like otherwise I could come up with a genuinely interesting response to that. Well, Chip could do anything, bro. Bro can literally be whatever he wants to be. Maybe he would be like an astronaut. Not that that's a conventional job, but... We need to start a chipflake army. No, we don't. No, we don't. That is like one fandom thing that I will never understand. Like the whole army thing. Like I don't know. I don't like it. It's... I'm thinking of that one scene in Star Wars, but it's just all chips. Chip would do questionably legal stuff? You mean like... No, like that wouldn't be a... That wouldn't be a... What are we classifying as a conventional job, you know? I hate... I hate answering a question with another question, but... See, this is why I hate philosophy. Didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I know, I just like had to think about the times I've seen people be like, yo, we're forming the chipflake army, and it... I don't know, it makes me a little uncomfortable. I don't really know why. Isn't he canonically a criminal anyway? I think that depends on who you ask. Thank you for the bits. Chip doesn't need an army because he's a multi-dimensional being. Exactly. That's why it makes me uncomfortable, because it's not canon. Chip is anti-military. I'm not sure, like, how I want to shade the tail. Like, do I want to do a lot of shading? Or just something, like, simple? Because it is, like, in the background. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna color it in like this. I'm gonna see what it looks like if I erase some of it. Kind of like this. Yeah, I think I like that. It's like mostly shaded in, but not completely. Because it's not like super far away. Why the Paul? Okay. Yeah. I know this is a little sudden, but I think I will end stream right here. Just because I have several things and stuff to do. You know, usually I wouldn't start as late as I did. I just started a little bit late, I'm sorry. But I will be back on Wednesday. I'll be back on Wednesday and I'll be freaking you know, working on the one shot. That was a One Piece. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for curing my chipflake deficiency. I'll try my best. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on Wednesday for more one shot. Ooh, yippee.